Did this work? Okay, I got, all right, so I got video here. I got, is this working? I can't tell if this is working or not. Darla, is this working? What do you think? I think it's dead again. These technical difficulties are killing me. Oh, okay, there's people. All right, Dave, Pablo, James, Lunar, what's going on, brother man? KJ, howdy. What's happening? What Dakota? Like, I don't know what happened, man. It just everything just went blank on me, so I had to restart the computer. Ah, Lewis, what's going on? Wyatt. Ah, okay. He from Kentucky. What's up? Um, Jason, what is happening? I don't know. I don't know. Um, ah, smash that like button. That's a good idea, fucking Howling Man Murdoch. Fubar the axe checking in. Ah, nothing is happening. Yeah, nothing's really happening here either. Quiet like day. The fans are rolling in. Then I don't have fans, man. I have friends. We don't do the fan thing here. We have friends. You go blank all the time. So do I. It's like one too many head traumas. You know what I'm saying? John Wilburn, what's going on, brother man? You get your second Uncle Tony T-shirt this week. Nice. Howard smashed the like button. Howard is a good man. I can't wait for the 3-team. I can't wait for the 3-team build either. This is gonna be fun. So that's gonna be next Sunday morning. We're gonna do that. And I guess John Wilburn and Brian from Lunar Outlaw. I guess you guys will be here Saturday night. I guess we'll do a live Saturday night, right? Lunar's throwing carbs. Well, he learned from the best. Nice. Okay. What's the first thing that would come to my mind if I saw a V8 Swap Fio? I saw many V8 Swap Fios. That was a big thing back in the early 90s. Denver Slusher, what's going on? Heather from Shelby's Township said hi. Hi, Heather. I know, Graham, there are a lot of you guys from Australia. We have a lot of people from Australia and New Zealand. Um, Thoughts on a Torque Storm for a 351? I did a Torque Storm build on a Slant 6 a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago. And I tell you, I was impressed with the kit, the fit, the finish of everything. It was really nice. They did an excellent job. I would definitely recommend trying a Torque Storm stuff. Am I still sucking up or starving for attention? I'm definitely starving for attention. I need to be always have all the eyes on me. I need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's just I have an empty spot in my soul, and I fill it with this. You see what I'm see how that goes? Would I like for you to bring? Would I like for me to bring a cam bearing driver? I have one too. No, I got. If we need one, I got one. Zero. What's going on, brother man? I would definitely not recommend changing the cam bearings and the motor that I have here, the block that we're going to use. They're perfect. I would absolutely definitely not recommend messing with them. They're perfect the way they are. Does the 346 pack have the same CFM as a 446 pack? Yes. The center carb is at 350 CFM. The two outboards are 500 CFM. Rated as two-barrel carburetors, it's 1,350 CFM. Rated as a single four-barrel, it would be 975 CFM. In the comments on Zero Hedge, somebody gave UTG a shout out. Now, I saw Uncle Kathy showed that to me this morning. That's it. When you make Zero Hedge, you know you're doing good, right? Yes, it is a Bugler cigarette. So I know the Barra engine. I know of it. I know of it. Let's see. Fubar, thank you for posting that link. If you guys want Uncle Tony Garage UTG t-shirts, hats, stickers, Fubar just posted the link there to our store. When the world goes back to normal, would your first milkshake be chocolate or vanilla? My world is completely normal. Nothing's changed here. Middle Tennessee, aside from the fact that the restaurants are closed and or at least they're closed for sit downs, everything here in Middle Tennessee is normal. You got the thermocard all cleaned up and redone. Excellent. Oh, by the way, it would be a vanilla shake. I like vanilla. UT, what horsepower are you trying to get out of the 318? Bro, I don't know, man. It's going to make whatever it's going to make. Let's find out. Let's throw our best no-dollar tricks at it. You know what I mean? We'll do all the little shit. We'll turn the pistons around. We'll block off the heat crossover. We'll port the heads. We'll backface the valves. We picked the cam for it. We got a cam coming for this thing. So let's see what happens. I mean, I don't know how much horsepower it's going to make, but I have a feeling that we're going to be impressed. 850 CFM will be too big for a 318. Wrong. No, 850 CFM is just about right at around 5,500, 6,000 RPM. Blood, Sweat, and Beers Pulling Team. You love the channel even though you're a Ford guy. Thank you, brother. We're trying to get more Ford stuff. I came across a Ford guy yesterday. Look, I had one Ford guy that we wanted to work with. And he, after a couple of videos, he decided that he would be better off starting his own channel. So we lost that Ford guy. So I found another potential Ford guy yesterday, and let's see what happens with this. Gary White, how difficult would I rate rebuilding a Rochester two-barrel like you find on a Pontiac six-pack? It's called a 2GC, and those things are really easy. Really easy. Just take your time. That's one of the easiest carburetors there are to rebuild. Those and the Carter BBDs are they're really easy. It may not be easy for you the first time you do it, but trust me, you'll get through it, no problem. What do I think of the used Whiplash camshaft? I thought they were a joke. I'm going to be honest with you, right? I thought they were a joke. I was like, yeah, come on, it's a cam that goes rumpy, right? No, I have one. I have one in a 273. The cam, intake, 600 CFM carb, headers, it fucking rocks. And I recommend that cam to anybody who's thinking about getting one. John, what channel is doing nothing? I missed that. UT, I see the Luna Oil working on a satellite. Is that the car? Yes, that's the car that the motor is going to go in. Have I ever played around in the old 409 Chevys? I did not. Have I ever raced against those ricey youngins in the import cars before? I was racing against imports back in the 80s. There was in New York. There was a big import scene. And they used to hang around mostly around Red Hook, and yeah, we raced a lot of those cars. Some of them were pretty fucking fast, I got to tell you. Greg Hill, your advice on how to spread across all brands. I watch Sloan. I try to keep it as broad as possible. We work with Mopars, but I try to keep everything as inclusive as possible. Oh, the van guys. Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I have no idea what happened with him. He was like all gung ho, and then all of a sudden he was like, "Stop talking to me." I was like, "Well, what did I do to you?" And then next thing you know, he's got his own channel. Is it true 440s for rods due to being over square legs to them? No, I never heard anything like that before. What's going on with the three-way 318? There, John and Brian will be here next Saturday night, and then next Sunday morning we dive into it live. No, Lunar, the thermoquad is such an easy device in there. It's the same as an Elbrock. The only thing you just gotta be really careful when you tighten them down. If you're not, you gotta tighten them down evenly and don't go too crazy with it, right? Just a little bit more than cute, because that's what cracks the float balls. What do I think of reusing head gaskets? I did on my Honda dirt bike and don't leak and it runs like a champ. That's a copper head gasket on a dirt bike, and those are intended to be reused. And you can reuse steel shim head gaskets like the thin ones Chrysler used to use. You got to clean them really good and hit them with copper coat. But you can never reuse a composite gasket like a Felpro or any of those. Those can never be reused. Love to see what it makes with you, Nick. Yeah, I'm dying to see what he does with it. We'll give him the basics and let's see what he can tweak out of it on the dyno. Oh, there he is. There's Nick. 318 power. Yeah, brother, we were just talking about you. So we're gonna send this thing. We're gonna send this thing down as ready to run as we can make it, and we're leaving it up to you, brother man, to make the good power out of it. Anthony Roan, what's going on, brother? Yep, there's Nick. What do I think the max output of 318 poly would be? There's guys. If you just search 318 poly racing, there are guys out there. There's one team. They got a couple of red early cars, um, and I know that they're over the 500 horsepower range with the polys. And if somebody did a poly for Engine Masters, and I think it made like 560 horsepower normally aspirated. John, you think 1 horsepower per cubic inch? I think honestly, I'm not gonna throw a number out, but I believe we're all gonna be very surprised. I think Nick is gonna be surprised at what this 318 is gonna make. Let's see. Mark Shaw, 383 board 30 over tunnel ram headers, TRW pistons, 915 heads. What cam should I use? I was thinking somewhere around 550 lift, but I have no idea. Cams lift is not the major consideration with camshafts. It's duration and it's LSA, the lobe separation angle, which is what dictates the personality of the cam. But you can't really go by lift. As far as the stock cylinder heads, as far as like the 915 heads, any of the big block Mopar, did I say 915? Any of the big block Mopar heads, your limit in lift without trimming the tops of the valve guides is around 550, 560, like that. Anything past that, you gotta actually trim the top of the guides, which is no big deal. You just take a grinder to them and just knock them down like a 50 or 100 thousandths of an inch, and then put your seals back over the top of them. But lift is not how you want to determine the cam that you need. Lift is more the lift is more about the physical limitations of the cylinder head, how far or the valve train, how far can you actually physically get it? But it's duration and it's lobe separation angle are the things that you want to be concerned with. Let's see. Jimmy Ford, I have a mild built 318, and I mean very mild, and it made 314 horsepower with no tuning. Yeah, I listen. I know. They're amazing motors. 360 getting a roller. Yeah, the 360 is a roller motor. John, you seen the cam card. I'll make my final peak horsepower guess once I see how far we get with the heads. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we'll get a lot done with the heads. We'll get a lot done. So I'm getting nothing done at the machine shop for the 318. Probably not. No. Fresh motor, fresh rebuilt motor in storage for a while for just priming up and start up. I mean, give it a good gulp of, like, a penetrating fluid. You know what I mean? WD or liquid, not liquid wrench, PP Blaster. Give it a good dose of that down the carb before you try to start it. Spin it over a few times and let that stuff get coated into the cylinder walls and on the rings. Then let it rip. ACC, no problem. You're not late. We waited for you, brother man. PB Blaster. I love PB Blaster. If I had a choice, would I choose a 340 over the 360 block? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Crank video was excellent. Thank you, Need Metal. Tony, what weight do you consider light? My Mustang is 2950 with me, and motor makes 475. That's a fun car, man. That's just about perfect. Am I keeping the stock roller cam? Yes. The stock roller cam looks to be exactly about what I would want. So we're going to keep that. Has anyone ever gotten hands on an old Trans Am racing engine? Not the TA or AR, but a factory racing engine. Which sort of voodoo was going on there? I did. I bought a load of Nick Prince. If you need anything, call me. Yes, Nick. I will. I will. I bought a trailer load full of old race Petty Enterprises short track stuff, and there was a bunch of pre W2TA stuff in there, and it was actually pretty exotic. Why did somebody groove your main journals instead of using grooved? That was the thing. They did that. I don't know why. Yeah, I've seen grooved mains before. I have no idea why they did that. Is a 360 a dependable engine? Yes. Ryan, I need to rebuild my 318 Magnum and go carb. Would your build you're going to do work for me, or do I need an LA engine? Yeah, it's all pretty much. The Magnum isn't radically different, bro. Magnum isn't radically different. Do I like old German cars? I like some of the older BMWs, like the small ones, like the 2002s. Yeah, there are some old German cars. I have Volkswagen Bugs, man. I love Bugs. You'd love to see what the Petties did on those engines. The thing that I found was the compression marks, or the compression marks, the combustion marks at the top of the chambers, or the top of the bores, I should say, were the strangest thing I've ever seen. I have no idea how they did what they did. Normally you'll get that ring at the top of the bore, where the top ring stops and gets expanded. Well, on those Petty short track motors, those marks were strange. They came like instead of just being a circular on the top of the cylinder, they came down like this, right? And I tried to figure that out, how they managed to make that kind of power in that. I tried 10 ways to Sunday to figure that out, and I still don't know. What's going on with the recently acquired scooter? It's in line after other. We got to get other stuff straightened out. Um, Would it be considered blasphemy if I put a Toyota 2JZ in a 67 Coronet asking for a friend? Build a hot Toyota, man. Put it in a Toyota. You got a Toyota motor? Put it in a Toyota body. I'm a very knowledgeable man, Uncle Phil. A lot of people think I'm an idiot. Most of my family thinks I'm an idiot. Darren, what's going on, Big B? Do I have the coronavirus? I had the coronavirus. Your thick stripper girlfriend wants to give you a lap dance. Oh, that's cool. That's very nice of her. Thank you. Tell her thank you very much. How much dyno experience do I have? Like less than zero. Like none. Would I re-weld the bottom of cylinder lip where rod broke casting? Nah, just dress out whatever sharp edges there are with a grinder and leave it alone. How do I not have any gray hair yet? I don't know, Allie. That's a good question. I don't know. Primer paint for the block. I use the Rust-Oleum brush on the Rusty Metal primer. Why is the OptiSpark on the LT1 such a nightmare? Why? You mean the way they mounted it down there in the front of it, like where no distributor should ever be mounted? I don't know. Most power, 460, 440, or 454? The 454. Hey, can you show us how to cut a valve guide down for clearance? Sure, I can do it right now. Here's your valve guide. Here's your grinder. Go like this. And that's how you cut it down for clearance. Yogurt's about to get baked. Excellent, yogurt. Hey, Tony, how do you just determine when a rusty block is too far gone? I've never seen a block too far gone from being rusty. I mean, there's no reason you can't bore it, right? Have I ever used Lunati for Lunati cams? Yeah, I've used Lunati cams here and there. How is the second shift at Starbucks? They got us on leave right now, so because of this Corona thing that's going on. But I'll probably go to work at Taco Bell soon. So if I'm after a taller spring installed height, would you recommend longer valves or having the head cut? Bro, you flip a coin. Every engine is a little bit different. A lot of them have very shallow pockets, between the bottom of the spring and the water jacket. So like every engine is different. You can't really. Your uncle had a cat get killed in his engine in a 70 Challenger. And he was, oh, that's terrible. Oh, see you later, Sand Mountain. Those petty engines, Uncle, do you think crazy high pin offset and long ass rods with loose rings? Yeah, they did something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I studied those blocks. I had a couple of 340 blocks that they used in the de-stroker deal. They were run at 305. And I'm telling you, I never saw any. I've been around engines for a long fucking time, bro, and I have never seen witness marks on those like on those cylinder holes. They were completely uniform. Oh, thank you, Baron. Again, I'm a role model. I don't want to be a role model. Um, As a chemical engineer, you approve. Okay. Where's Uncle Kathy? I don't know. She's hiding here someplace. House tour? She'd kill me. The place is a mess right now. Have I ever made my own push rods? Yeah, I've shortened them. I built them from kits. You know what I mean? Mopars, factory Mopars use like the regular B and A and B motors. They use solid push rods. So whenever I've had to shorten a set, I'll just grind them down and make a nice finish on the end, and they work fine. What do I think of a wooden 1-ton rat rod with a 460 mile bulb? You got picks. The rig is 80% wood. No joke. Who hasn't, seriously, right? Who hasn't thought about building a car out of wood at some point? You know? Yeah, I think that's fucking cool. You're going to go look at a 72 Dart slant auto project tomorrow. Any advice to me? Jake, I don't know. I mean, just give it a good looking over. Make sure the frame rails are okay, the torsion bar cross member. Did you decide the best pre-muscle car engine? I have not. I have not. Do I know what a Beaumont is? Yeah, it's a Canadian Chevy. Yeah. Hey Tony, what I mean by a rusty block is too far gone. I'm talking about a 426 wedge that has sat outside bare for the last 30 years. It should be okay. It should be okay. GMZ06. Hey Tony, my number 3 cylinder is at 60 psi on a compression test, but I don't have any blow by at the breather. So is it a bent valve or guide? It wouldn't be a bent valve or guide. Well, okay, yeah, you could be a bent. Wouldn't be a bad guide. Could be a bent valve, slightly bent valve. Could be a burn valve. Could also just be bent compression rings. Yeah, I don't know, man. Greg Guy, you need to shadow me for a few weeks. You don't want to shadow me. Trust me. Uncle Tony, is Bottle Rocket going to get a cage? No. Bottle Rocket is a street race car. I mean, we're gonna spit some numbers out. You know what I mean? Whatever they happen to be, I really don't care what they are. But in essence, Bottle Rocket is a street race car, and it's a street race car. So street tire, no cage, no nothing like that, and it'll go however fast it's gonna go. Zapp's rat rod. Are higher price rod and main bearings really worth it or not? To be honest with you, if it's a street application, uh, meaning that it's not going to see any prolonged periods of detonation or any like extreme cylinder pressure loading. No, there is no difference. The cheapest bearing out there and the most expensive bearing out there on a typical street engine are going to give you exactly the same results. Because remember, the bearing does absolutely nothing except ride against a film of oil. So unless you're getting into extreme loading where you're no, for a street engine, a cheap bearing is just fine. Can I get through the 11-second zone without getting kicked out for no roll bar? Well, the NHRA rule is 11:49 for a 6-point roll bar, which means that our local tracks are pretty okay about it. But I mean, I'd be happy with one lap. You know what I mean? They can throw us out. Hank Hill, Tony, I've been running into issues with the drum brakes on your 64 Belvedere. The driver's rear is apparently heating up to 600 degrees. Where do you get 600 degrees? And the passenger rear sets get to 110. 600 degrees, really? Yeah, you've got the wheel. So take the wheel cylinder apart, and you'll find that the wheel cylinders are rusty on the inside. It's not releasing. Uh, have I seen someone cut the floors out of a car to lighten it up? Yes, many. They cut the sheet metal out and they replace it with sheet aluminum. Replace rubber brake lines. Well, he's saying it's on the rear brakes, and there is no individual rubber brake lines. The rear brakes are going to have a metal line, assuming it's a live axle. It's yeah. He says it's a Dodge, an older Dodge. So yeah, there are no individual brake hoses for that. And if it was the one brake hose that was clogged, then both rear brakes would be getting extremely hot. Do I prefer unibody or body and frame cars? Unibody. How to harden valve seats yourself? With a torch, believe it or not, with a torch. Shane, what's going on? How big of a shot are we going to spray on bottle rocket? It just depends. We're going to start at about 150 and we'll start working our way up until we fucking scatter it. Cody Olson, thank you, sir. Any open units near me? You want to pick up a 63 Newport, but need to find a place to work on it, or losing your garage there. Cody, are you here in the Murfreesboro area? Well, as for hot rod, in my opinion, I don't really have an opinion on that. So many different applications, so many different purposes, so many different types of cars, so many different suspensions. I don't really have a clear opinion on it. Max wedge heads with small crack that runs from the exhaust seat to the edge of the chamber. Would I weld it or stitch weld it? I'd have to see the crack. I'd have to see the crack. It might not be in an area there's any water jacket. If it's an area where there's no water jacket, I would just leave it. DMV, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Every little bit helps. What was the first year for the street Hemi? 1966. Uh-oh, I think we're frozen. I only got 170 likes. Oh, there we go. Do I know whether there are any 70, 72 Dusters sitting for sale? No, I don't. Yeah, Magnum heads. No, he's talking about Max Wedge, but yeah, the Magnum heads crack between the seats, and they're fine. They're fine. Just run it the way it is. Half the Magnum heads out there that are currently like just running around in traffic have cracks. They're fine. Just run them. Connor, you haven't been donating for a few months. I wish I could, but it's hard when you're a broke college student. Don't worry about it, brother. Thank you so much for the thought. I appreciate the thought. Opinion on Ford Y blocks. You know, not from a performance standpoint, right? But I've always loved Y blocks. I think that they're just a neat old motor. Should I be concerned about a spark plug coming out with a closed gap? You know, something closed, something got in there and closed that gap up, bro. I don't know what it was, but you know, you might want to be a little concerned. Hey, hello, Kathy.
Hey, sorry, I was on the phone.
No, it's okay. Who are you on the phone with?
Your mom?
Oh, how's she doing?
Good. She
Good.
feels better.
Nice. Okay. Jake Borg, why do you say that Y bikes are garbage? That's not true. Just a thought: is Lunar Outlaw going to be able to cross the border into Canada for a Nick's Garage dyno test? We're actually we're fitting his car with a rocket, so that if there is a problem, he'll be able to actually clear the you know. What's the newest car I've ever drove? I don't know, like a 2017, 2018 Challenger. Yes, we're still doing the live engine build next Sunday morning. Not tomorrow, next Sunday morning.
How are you doing with us?
Oh, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool,
You
yeah.
need me?
I mean, it's always nice to have you.
I guess that's what you need me.
Ah,
I have to plug in my phone too.
do I like Pantera or Megadeth? No. I really can't say no, like, you know, emphatically enough. So I'll just leave it at no. Uh-oh. Oops.
What? I'm trying to charge.
Okay, hang on. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Is it worth getting a rod bolt stretch gauge if I'm aiming for 600 horsepower and 7,500 RPM? I would just get a good set of AOPs and call it a day. What rocket size do I brand do I recommend? Acme. Acme seems to make the best rockets.
How many dogs do you have, Tony?
We have 4. We have 4 dogs.
4.
This one is Darla. Darla is needy beyond all reasonable.
What's up, Rude Mopar dude?
Needy beyond all reason.
Do you like Dodge Coronettes, Tony?
Yes, I love Dodge Coronets.
What rocket brand do you recommend?
Acme. We already talked about
Acme?
that. Yeah, Acme.
Okay. Let's see. Tang. Didn't you have Tang?
No, I didn't have a Tang. I don't have a woman to get me a Tang.
Oh, I was busy. I was on the phone with your mom. So you saying you're thirsty?
Yes.
All right, I'll get you a drink.
Oops.
It's my phone.
I know, but every time you do that, I gotta reset.
It's not
Okay.
me.
All right. Let's calm down. I know, Zero. The show is better with her. I know. When is the Daily Driver Top Fuel car coming? As soon as you pay for it, brother man. Oh, Lazy A-Hole Ranch sent you a bunch of hearts.
Aww.
And said, hi, Kathy.
Thank you. Hello.
Dig the art in the back. Uncle Kathy did that. If Dynacom were to reproduce a full body of a Mopar car, which would it be? Which would it? I don't know. I didn't they do a Challenger? I think they did a 70 Challenger. You're buying a 318 short block with a 272 cab for a daily driver. Is it worth it to upgrade to flat top pistons? Probably not.
There you are, Tony. Hey, coffee.
Thank you, baby. What do I think of two-step rev limiters? I don't use them. I mean, they're fine. I got nothing against them. I just don't use them myself. Although I got to put a rev limiter on Bottle Rocket.
What's the best looking Mopar in your opinion?
If you ask me that question 5 times over the course of any given day, I'll give you 5 different answers.
I like everything.
I like everything. Stephen Livignyuk. Thank you, sir.
Livignyuk.
Livignyuk. Best channel on YouTube. Learn something every video. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I don't push the merch. No, we mention it every once in a while, but I try not to push it. You know, if you guys want it, you'll buy it.
You don't want it, you don't buy it.
Right.
It's
But
there.
who wouldn't want it?
Because it's awesome.
Right.
I know. What's up, Zaps? To the guy that keeps asking about doing what happened?
I don't know. I missed that.
I just got here, guys. I don't know. Robert wants to know, does Kathy get AC in 2020?
Yes.
I do?
Yes. That's the Swinger is our AC car. So as soon as that 360 is done and then there it's, and I'm gonna
Did you freeze up? You're gonna what?
the
what?
The short block. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the whole thing before the guys come down to do the engine build next weekend, but I'll have the short block together and in the car by, let's say, Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I'll do the heads and put the heads on once it's in the car.
Baron sent you $10. Tony, I'm your biggest fan.
I know that,
I
Baron.
love you and Uncle Kathy so much.
That's nice, Baron.
I was a savage today and went in the closed parks and hiking trails into the beautiful mountains of California. I was
Nice.
wearing a Trump hat.
Nice. Careful with that. You get shot wearing one of those out there.
Lazy A-hole Ranch, thank you. I hope that's some vacunated Tang.
No, this is
Not.
regular Tang, but thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh, funny. Let's see. Real Drivers Race 6. Is this true, Tony?
If you want to go fast, you drive an automatic.
I love stick cars, though. Let's see. Tony, 69 Buick GS 455, 12.5 to 1 compression, 600 horsepower, short tail turbo, 400, 3,500 stall. What rear gear ratio do you recommend?
Is it street car?
He doesn't say. I read everything.
It
It doesn't say.
doesn't say. It doesn't say. What gear do I recommend? Where does it make that 600 horsepower? You know, that's the question. I can't. I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to spit out a ratio number for you, right? I'm going to give you something.
Give him both options.
What's that?
Give him options.
I'm not going to give him options.
No?
I'm just going to say, where does it make that power? Does it make 600 horsepower at 4,500 RPM or at 7,500 RPM, right? Where does it make that power? You know, where is it making its torque, right? So that's how you decide what rear end gate ratio you're going. I can't just spit out a number.
Yogurt, it's Kathy with a K. Let's see.
Yeah, and the V is silent in
The
her
V
name.
is silent.
Right.
Yeah. 300 straight 6 Ford, Tony. What you think?
Those are great engines. They have a lot of potential.
What kind of spark plugs, Tony? You mean what brand?
Wait, I think somebody just sent a super chat over.
Did they?
What
I
was
don't
this?
know. I didn't see it.
Cody T.
Oh.
Cody, you remind me of my old man. Love the channel. What's your take on EFI systems like the Holley Sniper or Phytech for daily drivers? I'm a carburetor guy. I find that if you do some research, you'll see that a lot of people they're happy when they first put them on there, and then they have issues with them as they go down the road, especially the Phytechs. I can't give you a recommendation on that. As I am a carburetor guy. I would say, get a carb, learn the carb, love the carb, be happy with the carb, and but that's me,
Psycho Trucker sent you $5.
Well, thank you.
Tang Master Tony.
I've been called worse
So spark plug
by my
brands.
family. Huh?
Spark plug brands.
I prefer Autolites. I love Autolites. They're like bull. I learned to love Autolites back when we were fucking with nitro cars because the Autolites were the only thing that would consistently live. So just from that point, I just became an Autolite guy.
Let's see. ACC says, I recently did a video where I tried to do a burnout in my 72 Chrysler wearing my UTG hat.
Oh,
It was
nice.
to say thanks to you and Zip Ties. I failed. I have brought shame to the hat.
No, man, that's all
No.
right. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. No,
Don't worry.
no. Better days are ahead, brother,
You
man.
should
You
see
know,
how many times we fail a day.
I feel all the
All
time.
the time.
Please.
It's normal.
Constantly, you
Part
know.
of life.
But you know what? Seriously, right? If you're gonna be a mechanic, but more important, you're gonna be a hot rodder. Okay? You're gonna be a drag racer. You're gonna be a hot rodder. Okay. So seriously, right? This is advice. Listen to me, right? Take this advice. Okay. Learn to embrace failure.
That's with
Learn
everything.
to love the failure. Okay.
Everything you do.
Exactly. Right.
Everything you do is like that.
The whole it's all about the challenge, and without the challenge, there's no reason. So the failures come along the way, and it's like that's all part of the challenge. Learn to love the failures. You know, I break shit all the time, and I look at it and I'm like, fuck, right? Look at where we scattered that thing. That it costs money. It takes time to put it back together and all of that. I know that. That's not happy there, but just it's part of the game.
If you're not failing, you're not doing
If you're not
anything.
failing, you're not trying.
Yep.
If you're not failing, you're not learning. You can't. Okay. Everybody was like, "Oh, Uncle Tony knows so much. He's such a fucking genius." You know how I learned all of this? I fucked things up. I blew things up. I broke things. I made every mistake you could possibly make in the book. Sometimes 3, 4 fucking times before my thick head said, "Oh, that's how you do it," right? So seriously, don't be afraid, man. Go break shit. Live the life. Go break it.
There you go. Aaron sent $10. Here's $10 for being an honest guy. You're the coolest person I know and knows a ton about cars. Also, how would I go about changing the U-joints in a 65 Mustang drive shaft? Easiest way at home.
I did. Go look at the drive shaft video I did. I did. What was it called?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh man, I did a video about changing U joints about a year ago. It was like the world's quickest U joint change or something like that. The most impressive U joint
Something
video.
like that.
Something like that, right? Go look at that, and it'll show you how to do it. You should be able to knock out a U joint in like under about 40 seconds.
Let's see. 40 seconds. That's fast, Tony.
I think that's how long it took us to do that one.
Social Devil Dog says USMC taught me to embrace the suck.
Yes, embrace the suck. Exactly. I was never a Marine. I never served in any of the army. But
They wanted you when you were young.
yeah, they wanted me, but
They chased you.
they chased me like crazy. But yeah, embracing the suck is something that I've always, I've always like philosophy,
Robert McDevitt sent you $5 and a sticker.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate
It
that.
says, wow.
Nice. Okay, it's Snow Barrel. Tony, the 69 Buick makes 600 horsepower, 625 torque at 4,000 RPM as a street strip car. I would say something that's a beast. That's a fucking beast what you got there. I would say like something in the 350 to 390 range would probably be about right for that. 410, but I think like a 350 to 390 gear set. Like what, a 27, 20-inch tall tire. I think that would be it.
Anthony Chisholm says, Uncle Tony, starting a channel from Ontario, Canada. You have inspired me. Thanks.
Nice.
Good luck with it.
You're not going to compete with me, are you?
Of course he is.
Well, no, then don't. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Best of luck with that shit. Awesome.
Griffin A. McDonald sent you $4.99.
Thank you, Griffin.
My Lunati Gudju retrofit cam is on 3 to 4 week back order, and I just want to build. What are the chances you have a roller cam I can buy from you?
Slim to none. Slim to none. Yeah, no.
Sorry, Griffin. Let's see. Baron sent you another $10. Go buy Uncle Kathy some wine and have a nice dinner on the hood of Bottle Rocket. Oh, that would be romantic, Tony.
Well, I cut all the bracing out.
Oh,
and then I beat the center of it up with a
so
fucking
we can't
hammer.
like put a picnic blanket on and lay on top of the hood and
no, it'll
have
collapse.
a picnic.
It would collapse.
No Bottle Rocket picnic.
No bottle rocket picnic.
Oh. All right, we'll figure something out. Let's see.
Baby Carol,
What?
give me a drink.
Here.
Don't you have a cigarette lit? Good, thank you.
Let's see. Do you recommend timing tape?
No, just mark the balancer. You could use timing tape as a guide where to put your marks, but timing tape, my experience is always timing tape eventually comes off. Don't fuck with it. Just mark the damper. You know what I mean? It's like, you got your important marks, right? So when I mark my own dampers, right, I go 0, top dead, right? And then I'll go 10, 20, and then I'll go I'll go 10 degrees, 10 degree increments from 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, and then I'll go 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. Because just about every situation you're going to come across is going to be in that 28, 30. If you're going to run nitrous, start at 24, let's say 24. So go 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and then go 20 to 24, 26, 28, 2 degrees increments from that point on, up to around 38, let's just say. And that covers your damper.
Good night, Ted Lane. Caleb says, my 2-year-old son and I like watching your videos. Every time I take my phone out, he says, Uncle Tony.
Oh, nice. Kids getting off on the right foot. There you go.
Very cute. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
How did you get to where you are on YouTube?
The Ouija board, Summoning Dark Forces.
Not the Ouija board.
What?
Tell him, give him a good answer.
How did I get where I am?
Just kept cranking out material.
Just kept cranking out material and a lot of luck.
Mm-hmm. You also talk to your viewers a lot. That was a big part of it.
That was a big part of interacting with the viewers.
Like you do right now.
Like I'm doing right now, exactly.
Yep.
Although Brian Cabral says I only do this because I need attention.
Right. Are we still on that?
Yes.
Oh no.
Brian's one of my most prolific trolls. Really? And then who's a One Smoky Dog? Oh, I love that fucking guy.
Let's see. Good night, Lunar. Baron sent you $5. Tony, I want you to smoke two cigarettes right now, Tony.
All right, if Uncle Kathy will roll them for me, I'll smoke them. 2
of them? You don't need 2 cigarettes.
Look, he paid $5 to watch me smoke 2 cigarettes.
Do you really need to do that?
I don't know. He paid $5. So you want to give him his money back?
I wouldn't even know how.
Right, we don't even know how. So roll me 2 cigarettes and let's give him what he wants.
John Wilburn says the fake Duster / Shorts video made the subscribers exploding number.
We picked up 30,000 subs off of that.
Yep, that is true.
Last time I checked.
We were so oblivious.
I checked it about maybe 2 weeks ago or so, and yeah, we picked up 30,000 subs out of that one video.
Crazy, right? Let's see. Steven says you're an honest man and not in it just for the cash. You actually care and like sharing your knowledge.
The cash helps.
Cash helps.
The cash
not
definitely
gonna lie
helps.
about cash not helping. But yeah, like you try and do the best you can with teaching people.
Yeah.
And you're honest about it.
Well, I listen. I learned a lot of stuff over the years, and I mean, look, there's nobody in my bloodline who's gonna absorb any of this stuff. So I might as well pass it on to you guys before I fucking drop dead.
Somebody needs it.
Somebody needs it.
Right.
I worked really hard for it. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's got to take it.
And nobody gave it to you that easily.
Nobody gave it to me at all.
No. There was no such thing as YouTube. Is it difficult to come across a 391 diff?
Not if you look at the right places. Look at like 1960s, early 70s pickup trucks. Slant 6 pickup trucks have the best gear ratios. They start off at 355, 391s. I found 456s. I actually found a Slant 6 in a scrapyard over here not too long ago.
Here's one.
I found a 62, 63 pickup that had a Slant 6 3-speed and had 456 gear set in it. Sure grip. So they're out there, you know.
Brian Campbell says, if your friend gives up on a project car that you hate and leaves it at your house, can you burn it?
I don't know if you left it at your house.
I don't know. You can burn it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good question.
Connor Ricky says, things I learned the hard way, part 2. You should do a part 2. That was
You
funny.
should do a part 2.
That was a good video that never got any views.
Yeah, never got any views, really.
No. Tony, do you have any Broadway Freddie DeName stories?
Who's that?
Jay Couch.
Yeah, I don't have any I want to tell you, no.
Nothing he's going to tell. Okay. Baron, $5. Did you fix those fence boards? How's that garden coming along? Also, Uncle Kathy, did you send out that shirt for me? Do you mind sending out another hat?
You got it. You got it, Baron. You got it. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work on the yard, fence, doing stuff with the fences and all this other shit. A lot of times it's been raining the last couple of days. So it's
the weather's been really crappy.
Yeah.
Here's your second cigarette.
All right, Baron. Here's your 2 cigarettes. I'm gonna like fire up 2 cigarettes here for Baron.
Here's the
Because he
letter.
paid for it.
Oh.
I'm such a fucking whore. I can't
Really,
believe I do
Tony?
this stuff.
Really? Olive
There
says,
you
I'm
go,
still
Baron.
learning so much. I just didn't get even in the 80s. See you in 1984 Chevy. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Someone is selling a 318 LA for $75 in Clarksville. Do you need that?
No.
You need it? Did you tell them about the car we went to look at today?
Oh, the Fury? No, I didn't.
You didn't tell them? You
No.
should tell them the story.
Why don't you tell them the story?
You tell them the
You tell them the story.
No, you're going to tell it better than me.
It's not really much of a story. I mean, it's just we went to look at a 69 Fury today that popped up on Facebook Marketplace for $400. And it's like I don't need another car, but I mean, how do you not buy a 69 Fury 2-door for $400? So there was a couple of pictures of it. We drove out to look at it. It was like 60 miles away. We drove out to look at it, and it had like no roof. Like the roof had literally disintegrated. The back window glass was just resting, like there was nothing around it.
Tell Anthony
we
that's
walked
not
on it.
weed, that's cigarettes.
It's cigarettes. I got
It's
2 of
not
them because
weed.
Baron paid $5 to watch me smoke 2 of them, and I'm putting 1 of them out. It's fucking
Brutal.
yeah. You got your money's worth, bro.
Olive says, actually, I'm here because there wasn't a Slant 6 video a long time. There were still things in my head I wondered about from when I had one. You got to do more Slant 6 stuff, Tony.
Do a drive around video with the 3 Thank you, by the way, Hemi Hog. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Cool RN43 sent you $10. Keep safe. If you drive fast, you can outrun the virus.
I'm a right lane driver, man. People pass me.
Slow,
Like,
yeah.
I am. I'm a very slow driver. Do a drive around video with the 1980 Wrecker. We will. As soon as we go out to use it for something, we'll definitely do
Thanks,
something
Henny
with that.
Hog. We got to clean it out a little bit. We're
Yeah.
working on it.
We've been working on it. A little at a
It
time. We're working on all
was a
my
mess.
stuff.
But we started working on it, so it's looking a little better. Let's see. So that Fury on Marketplace, green, I believe, near Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one we went to go see.
Yeah, it's a shame too. The body on that car
Straight.
is
Solid.
like straight. I mean, it's really nice. All of the trim that's on the car is beautiful, right? The interior looks like it could be saved. You know what? I mean, right? But I mean, it's all there. But the roof is just completely gone on that thing.
Iceman says, Uncle Tony, do you have any of your cars with working radios?
Oh,
Do you or Uncle Kathy listen when you drive? I would really like a radio in the car.
yeah, we'll put a radio on the cars.
You will?
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Which
problem is
one's
there's
getting a
nothing
radio?
on the radio. You got to do a Bluetooth thing off your phone and make yourself a playlist.
You need something like that. Where did I grow up? Staten Island. Staten Island.
Staten Island,
New York.
Shaolin.
New York.
How did they get Shaolin from Staten Island?
I'm from the North Shore, and you're from the South Shore.
That's right.
How did they get Shaolin?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Shaolin.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come from Park Hill.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I told you I worked next to the guy that did the logo for them. Remember? What's up, Ben? Cheap media player. Need something. I like to listen to music in the car.
See, I just like to listen to the car.
Sometimes I like the music. Do it yourself misfit mechanic sent you $2. Paper fund. I need the rest for myself.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank
that.
Antonio. Have you ever been to Ohio Valley Drag Strip?
Ohio Valley Drag Strip. No.
No? Robert, your shirt is on the way. It's coming. It's going to Canada, so it always takes longer. But we shipped late. We shipped a bunch of stuff late, but it's all in the mail, so it's coming your way. Let's see. Caddy 472 V8 and 1974 AMC Matador X Coupe, yay or nay?
That'd be a pretty badass swap. I mean, yeah, why not?
Let's see. Uncle Tony, I got a 1978 Cordoba with a 364 barrel, and I'm stumped for my next move. I want more power and was considering a 5.9 Magnum swap, 400 big block, or messing with the 360 in it.
I would work with that 360 that's in there. You know, I mean, just the basics. You know, port it, curve the ignition. You know, the distributor, cam. I can't really give you a cam recommendation. You know, you could do a lot with that 360. You can get it to wake up. The Cordoba is a heavy car. Those things hit the road at about 4,000 pounds without anything in them. So, you know, you're limited in that respect. But yeah, I would work with that 360.
Rick Commodore sent you $5.
Thank you, Rick Commodore. I appreciate
Help
that.
from Sharbert Lake, Ontario. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have you ever been to Lions Drag Strip?
Not when it was open. No, I was in
Stop.
I was in Pomona sometime in like the late '80s, and we went to where Lions was, and I actually found a piece of asphalt that had rubber over the top of it. So I took that home, and I cut that up and I gave it away for souvenirs for friends of mine.
Vince says working radio and AC in the Daily Driver.
Yeah,
I think we're
gonna go for it. We're definitely gonna go for the AC. Yeah.
And a radio?
Sure.
Come on, I want a radio.
Radio.
Music, the car. Yeah. CF mechanic. I have a small block Chevy 427 that seems to lose oil when driven hard. Is this kind of normal for a hot race motor?
Yes. A motor built with loose race motors are built with loose clearances, and loose clearance motors tend to use some oil.
Wow, I'm very behind.
Oh, you better catch up.
Don't worry. Hemi Hug sent you $10.
Thank you, sir.
Thermoquad stories and knowledge on a 360. Good or not?
Thermoquad's an excellent carburetor. Luna just rebuilt one. I'm sure he's going to do a video on it, right? And the 360 is an excellent motor. You can't go wrong with those things.
Jared Kelly sent you $6.50.
Thank you, Jared.
Working on a 68 Impala and rebuilding a Gen V454 for it?
Gen 5, yeah.
Oh, Gen 5, duh. Duh. Gen V. Been learning a lot from your videos. Thanks for everything and wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck, Jared.
Yes, absolutely. Good luck.
Let's see. Make sure that radio is AM only. Okay.
Oh, good night, ACC.
Kevin says, can't wait till you build that 318 that's going to Nick's dyno.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be fun.
Staten Island got the show and name from Rap Ground Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
They're from the same neighborhood I used to have my shop in.
I saw one of them in the deli.
Yeah, they were like the regular guys in the area there. But yeah, I don't know how they evolved Shaolin from Staten Island, but.
Let's see. Good night, ACC. Uncle Tony, a daily 383 stroker, do you think it could handle a 125 shot on night shifts without sacrificing reliability?
Yes, yes.
You do?
Yeah, 100 you start to run into problems with ring gaps. You know what I mean? Once you get into so, stock ring gaps, things start to get questionable, but you should be able to hit a 125 shot, no problem.
Wilson Speed and Performance. Edelbrock Thunder Series or Performer for a big block Mopar?
Thunder Series or Performer? I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
You think about it?
You know what? Honestly, it's like flip a coin.
They're
Flip a
both
coin.
good?
Whatever you get a deal on.
Will a 383 from a 72 Imperial fit in a 72 Dart fairly easily?
Believe it or not, they fit better than the small blocks do. Yeah, fit right in there.
Mike Burns. Tony, can I run my return line on my 65 Fury to the vent on the gas tank, or where should I tee it in at, and why don't I have the problem with my 67 Barracuda?
You can run it into the vent as long as you're using a vented cap. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have a vent. So,
Zero says his radio is the only thing that doesn't work in his 68 Dart. Do we have a working radio that he wants?
There's nothing on the fucking radio. There's nothing on the radio.
Let's see. Tony, 1972 Rover and GTX Sport 4-speed rare.
I love those cars. They are rare.
Do you have one, Anthony?
They're rare, and in my opinion, definitely one of the cooler cars, one of the cooler combinations. I love those cars.
Impacts Garage and Gaming says, I hate that we can't check out each other's channels through chat anymore. They're trying to keep us down.
Yeah. That's the Illuminati doing that.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
But why would they do that?
Trying to keep us down.
Why would they try and keep people down? You would think that they would want.
I don't know.
They wouldn't
be the Illuminati then.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Uncle Tony, radio, the only show when the car's groove makes you move. Uncle Tony, radio. Didn't you want to do that? Uncle Tony, radio?
We should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
I don't know. Radio Free Tony.
You want to create a radio station?
People couldn't handle it.
They couldn't?
They couldn't handle it.
Why?
Because it'd be too intense.
I like upbeat music. Yeah. Tony, what the fuck is that t-shirt you got on Use? Tell us Cadillac.
Yeah, I got a few of these. They sent them. They fit great. They wear nice. So I just keep using them. People, don't you have another shirt? Yeah, I got a few of them.
Are you guys going to Nick's with Lunar?
No. Just Lunar's going.
It's a very long trip for us.
Yeah.
What is Illuminati? Don't even answer it.
What, Lily? What? Uh-oh.
What?
The girls are getting wild.
Baron sent you $5.
Girls gone wild. All right, stop. They're gonna grab this cord.
Tony, you remind me of my grandpa. He's a World War II veteran. He was there when they dropped the atomic bomb in Japan. That was badass. USA Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah.
Ryan Coates sent you $13.99.
Thank you, Ryan.
Hi, UT in UK. I'm planning on starting up my 78 New Yorker 440 for the first time since last fall. Not garage store. I'm doing an oil change before the start. Is there any other recommendations?
Yeah, get a can of WD or blast. Oh shit! All right.
What happened?
The cord. Okay. Get a can of WD or PB Blast or anything like that, right? Give a good healthy squirt down the carburetor. I mean, just drown that thing, and then spin it over a little bit, a couple of times, and let it sit and let that soak in there. So if there's any surface rust on the cylinder walls, it just comes off nice and soft, and yeah, you'll be fine. Did I ever race on Long Island? Of course I did.
Can you read this?
Crazy Doggos. Yes, I have Crazy Doggos.
I am back.
Yeah.
Are you stuck?
Mm.
Rob P sent you $5. Great job with Chan, brother.
Thank you, brother, man.
Do you think a 73 Imperial LeBaron would make the ultimate sleeper car?
I don't know about ultimate sleeper car, but yeah, it'd be a great. Yeah, definitely.
Did you ever race on Long Island?
Yes.
Let's see. I'm way behind again.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tony, I've had a 78 F100 with a 300 for a while now, and I'm looking for something with a little more oomph. I want a car. What do you suggest?
You want a car?
Yeah.
You're a Ford guy? I mean, I would find one of the Fox derivatives is your best bang for the buck.
Still just hungry. Yeah, I fed them.
You're gonna hear them crunching, right?
Do you like Rebel machines?
I love them. Yes, absolutely.
Uncle Tony, what's the best way to make some money street racing?
Learn to lie.
Learn to lie?
Learn to lie, learn to cheat. Those are the only ways to make money in street racing.
Do you think it's worth it to get into auto mechanics in 2020?
Oh man, that's a damn good question.
You got a weird angle there.
You know what? It's not a happy industry anymore. Yeah, I think you can make money, but I don't think it's going to be a happy life for you. Honestly, the auto repair game is not what it was.
Carby Tater says, "Hi Tony, I'm porting some 302 heads."
Cool.
Let's see. Colleen Tebow says, my machinist says if I keep the TRW standard pistons in my 71440, I'll have to run at least 100 octane to prevent detonation. Thoughts?
Say that one more time.
My machinist.
Your machinist
says if I keep the TRW standard pistons in my 71440,
okay,
I'll have to run at least 100 octane to prevent detonation. Thoughts?
No. If they're a replacement TRW piston for 71440, it comes it's like an 8.5 to 1 compression motor. No, you'll be fine with just regular pump gas. Depending on where you put the timing. Keep the timing conservative around 32 degrees total, you won't have any problems.
Mike Sinicki says at zero, if you pull your radio and send it to me, I can repair it and ship it back. We have a lot of broken radios.
Not anymore. I tossed them all.
You tossed them all?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw somebody just sent the super chat.
Okay.
Lon Willis.
Barron, too.
Barron, too.
Tony, I'm coming and living in Tennessee. I'm applying as an engineer for a wastewater treatment engineer over there. Hopefully I can be in some of your videos. Maybe. Lon Willis sent you $20. Thank you, Lon. Tony, have you ever been to Summit Motorsports Park?
In Norwalk, yes.
The Bob Mott's launch pad? Norwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have? Thank you, Lon. So Barron's going to be in your videos. No,
I can't wait.
He's moving to Tennessee.
Look at how fucking excited I am.
He's going to make you smoke 2 cigarettes all the time.
I know. And don't forget his thick stripper girlfriend.
Right. Oh, Simberwolf is bored. Oh, God, no. I'm bored. What can we do to entertain you, Simberwolf?
So, yeah, really?
I don't know, Tony. What do you want to do? Do you want to race?
Now?
You can race the couch.
I don't want to race anything.
We can race around the coffee table.
Let's race psychically.
Okay.
Okay? Let's have a psychic drag race.
Tony's feeling lazy.
I am feeling lazy.
Victor says, I can't find a mask big enough for my Hemi and lead. Huh? I don't know. Ever been to Cayuga Dragway?
Cayuga, yes.
Favorite conspiracy theory you believe in? Oh, he has so many.
Yeah, all of them.
He believes in all of them.
I believe everything.
Oh, funny.
I figure if I just across the board just believe everything, I
Everything.
can't go wrong. See what I'm saying?
Oh, of course not. John Wilburn says, do a video in Baron's apartment. Mike says, Uncle Kathy, how did you know to pronounce my name correctly? Oh, I don't know.
What was his name?
Sinicki.
Nicky?
You probably said it wrong now. Let's see. What car is the worst as a gasser?
What car is worse as a gasser?
Yeah.
Car's worse as a gasser? The 1915 Stanley Steamer. Terrible gasser.
Simberwolf says, I'm going to bed. That's how boring we are.
Oh, shit.
Well, he didn't say that's how boring we are. He just said he was going to bed. Mexican Spec says, don't get him started. What, on his conspiracy theories? Funny. Is Elvis in the Bermuda Triangle?
Elvis is everywhere.
Olive says, question, Uncle Tony, from your Fox Buddy days, were there any of the Fox Buddy T-Birds made with manuals? And would one from like a Mustang drop in pretty easy?
Yeah. A lot of the T-Birds from that era had 5-speeds on.
Tony reminds me of Tommy Chong.
People keep saying that. I wonder why.
Because your beard and your glasses, your hair, your crazy hair. Uncle Tony, how do I tie my shoes? Zero needs to know.
I think I just stroked out.
Did you stroke out?
I think so. I tell you what, I don't tie my shoes. I'll show you a trick. Look.
It's a trick?
Here's one of my fucking shoes, right? So what I do is.
Do people really want to see this?
As soon as they break, take them out of the box, and I tie a knot. I tie the two ends of it in a knot, right?
How Uncle Tony ties his shoes.
Yeah. So now, depending on the crowd that
what kind of boots are those?
These are the Timberlands.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. These things are in great shape. I've had these things for a year. They're great boots. So what I do is, now depending in New York, right? When I lived in New York, it was very uncool to tie your shoelaces. You had to because it was the whole.
I always tied my shoelaces.
You were never cool.
Right.
So in New York, you had to leave your shoelaces dangling, right? Because it was like a prison thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
You didn't do that. You always tied your shoes.
No, I didn't. No.
I always tied my shoes.
Yeah. In New York?
Yeah.
No, I never tied them. I always left the laces just hang.
Right? Why would you do that?
Because it was the thing. It was a long time ago, but it was a thing.
And what year are you talking about?
Oh, the 90s.
In the 90s? Yeah. I always tied my shoes.
So what I do is, as soon as I get a pair of shoes, I tie the laces together in a knot like this. And then, they got these cleats here, right? So then what you do is you just put them on, you just flip it around like that, hook it to that, and boom. You're done. No tying necessary.
So lazy. Timberland or Lugs? Timberland. Timberland's a great boot.
Timberland's fucking rock.
We need them to get you to send you some boots. We're not getting paid for this.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do like the ultimate Timberland endorsement. Okay, you guys, right? Seriously, right? Okay, listen to me. So Uncle Kathy got these for me a year ago. In 2 weeks, it'll be a year, right? So she got these a year ago. Look at this. Now I'm on my feet constantly, and so help me. In the last year, this is the only thing I've worn on my feet. I have no other pair. I have no other shoes that I wear. This is it, right? And look at these things. They're still solid. They held up. No rips. No nothing, right? And I put them through hell. Timberlands.
I hit my phone. Baron sent you $5. My thick stripper girlfriend wants to know what keeps your marriage lasting so long. Any tips for rookies? What is it, Tony?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? The easiest way to do it, don't pay any attention to it, and it's fine.
What did you say? What?
Don't pay any attention to it.
Oh. To what?
Relationship. Just don't pay any attention to it. Just do your thing, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
It works.
Give me go. Oh my goodness. Hey Tony, what's your opinion on the Plymouth Volare?
They're nice.
They're nice.
Yes.
You wear your shoes in the house? Is that an American thing?
Yeah. Where's the dumbest thing I ever did? Right? We went to visit a Buddhist temple once.
Oh, geez.
Right? I don't know. I don't know. I was fascinated. There's a Buddhist temple here in Murfreesboro, right? So it's very ornate, right? It's beautiful, right? So I was like, and we got invited to visit it. So I went, and I'm looking around, and they brought us inside, and I didn't know you have to take your shoes off. I had no idea. You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
You drink champagne out of that boot.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Have you ever used spray graphite on hydraulic flat tip lifters / cam to aid in the success of braking process?
Spray graphite? No, I've used graphite based and molybdenum. I can't even say. Who can say molybdenum? I just did it. I said molybdenum. I can't fuck me. I've never used spray on stuff. No, I gack it on there by hand.
Let's see. MW says, you still power shift by letting your foot slide off the side of the pedal? Those boots don't look like good driving shoes.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Randy says, I have combat boots, and a trick I have is to tie a knot at each lace. Don't connect the laces. Then pull the laces out from the cleats, and boom, you have no tie boots. It's fast to put on and take off.
Yeah.
Dr. Martin, don't break down with grease, oil, fat, or alkaline. It stays. So on the shoes. You don't like Doc Martens.
These things have been drenched in everything you can imagine, and they're holding up just fine.
Let's see. What? My grandmother had a Plymouth Volare. It had the coldest freaking AC of any.
Yeah, they did actually. When they first went to those rotary compressors, and they still had the R12. Yeah, that was good AC.
This got out of hand on the shoes. Zero says.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, Zero, we got to talk about different things, yeah.
Yeah, shoes. How you tie your shoes? Well, you asked about it, Zero. Doc Martens are great. Chinese Doc Martens melt like ice in the hell. Uncle Tony, have you ever relaxed and gone fishing?
I don't know.
Yes, we've gone fishing.
Yeah, but I can't relax going fishing.
Yes,
to me, it's the most tense. No, man. As soon as that fucking hook hits the water, if that thing isn't pulling on me, I'm done. I want to go home.
No, we were going on boats. We went on the fishing boats. You're fine.
It's not relaxing to me though.
Let's see. Dakota thought the shoe thing was creative. What's the cheapest Mopar to build?
C bodies are generally.
Are they? Do you think C bodies are cheapest?
FMJ bodies, C bodies.
Hemi Hog, $5.
Thank you, Hemi Hog.
Got a loose, ready to go 3-3. Never owned an A body. What kind of ETs could I expect? I've only owned B or C bodies or vans and trucks.
I mean, it just depends on the weight. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some pretty heavy A bodies out there. I've seen some light ones. I couldn't really give you an ET expectation. It's like any other car. It's power to weight. Figure out what it's going to weigh and go from there.
Let's see.
What, Poppy? What?
Let's see.
Yes, Maggie. Hey, watch that
What?
Lily isn't eating the garden.
My garden. Okay, you have to
Yeah.
read comments. Ow. She's probably in there. Lily?
Go get her, Maggie.
What did you do? No.
Is she in the garden again?
Yeah, she was in the garden. What did you do? Okay. Are you reading to me?
No.
Ouch.
No,
Ouch.
I'm just watching the
Come
things
on,
go
read
by.
something. They're jumping on me.
I can't read anything. Oh.
She just went after Darla.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Okay. Come on. I can't read. All right. All right. Fun fact: the depressed dog is a cat. Maybe. You need to fly fish, Tony.
Nah, I'll just stick to cars. You guys could do all of the fishing for me. What?
Which cars are sea bodies? Newports and Chrysler 300s?
Yes, those are sea bodies.
Okay.
Maggie's getting her
Maybe
belly
a
rubs.
magnifying glass will help you, Tony. Can you not read just because I'm here? Is that what it is? You can only read when
It's
I'm not
hard
here?
for me to read.
John Wilburn says, I just finished tilling my garden today. I'll plant after I get back from the 318 build. Cool, John. Yeah, Lily, I planted half the garden, and Lily keeps jumping the fence that we put up around it to get in there, and she's tearing up everything.
Aren't they beautiful? Look
She's in big trouble. Tony, how old are your dogs?
Maggie's about 2.5. Darla's about 5 or 6. Lily is like 3.5, and Poppy here was like 15.
Question, how can you break a main cap?
Detonation.
Detonation?
Darla, I can't.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
why I couldn't read before, because she was on top of me.
Yeah. All right, sweetheart. I know. I love you. Come on.
Have you ever been arrested? No.
Of course I have.
No, you haven't.
No, I've never been arrested. Never. I've never broken a law. Please. I'm like so good.
Impacts Garage says, my mom's Akita used to jump a 6-foot fence. It was unreal. Yeah. No, she's driving me crazy with this. Your dog is old enough to drive. Yeah. Let's see. What head gaskets do I use for a motorhome 440 engine?
Whichever ones you get a good deal on. They're all,
Funniest car wreck.
Why were you laughing?
I'm thinking of one.
Which one?
When you driving the cab.
With the 3 customers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I flipped the cab on its side with 3 old ladies in the back seat once.
They didn't get hurt though.
They didn't get hurt.
Yeah, nobody got hurt.
But the screaming was
funny.
awesome. They were all piled up on top of each other going, ah!
Let's see. Brian Power, what's the most common place to look for shaving weight from a block?
All blocks are a little bit differently, but I mean, just start with anything extraneous. Every block has a bunch of like things on it. You got to just study the block, study its function, and then just go ahead and start grinding based on that. And you can get a lot of weight out of a block.
Okay. Ravalli? Norman. Okay. I got a 77 Buick LeSabre. Overall runs pretty good, but I've noticed the choke on the quadrijet carb seems to sit at halfway position and doesn't really move with the throttle. Rebuild time, new to carbs.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you try to adjust it. I mean, the spring just might be played out. Change the choke out and see what happens.
Kevin Lyons says, good things come to good people. That's why your dogs love you so much. Do they love you? They love you. They don't like me because they keep going in my garden, killing my chickens. Ryan Coates sent you $6.99.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that.
Love your dogs. If fishing doesn't relax you, what does? Also, what do you think about our bodies? Any stories about one? I gotta get some water.
What relaxes me?
Yeah.
Mostly working on cars. Yeah. Um, bodies. You mean like the Dodge St. Regis's and them? I love those. I think they're really cool. They're like extinct though. It's easier to find like a 70 Cuda than it is to find one of those.
Can you not read?
No.
No? All right, I'm back. Okay, so E-Town Brawler says, why you say the fastest you ever went in the quarter mile is 1540?
1580.
When in your Mustang 5-liter, you went low 13 seconds.
Oh, I lied about that. I made all that shit up. You didn't really believe that, did you? Come on.
Why are you lying, Tony?
I made all that stuff up.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I had a very active imagination, you know, and you know, so I started writing for the magazines because, you know, I had such, I was able to dream these things up.
Tony's being funny. 90 Night says, pros and cons of the Humble 273, Tony. Great show, guys.
I adore the 273. I have a 273 that would absolutely blow your mind in one of my daily drivers. So yeah, I'm all about 273s.
What's your favorite high impact color?
Probably Hemi Orange.
Is it really?
High impact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1580s. Fuck the world.
Yeah. We're in the 1580 club, man.
Right, yeah. Tony is a needy liar, Kurt Zimmerman says.
I'm very needy, please.
Why are you a needy liar, Tony?
Oh, I'm just very needy. I need the attention, you know? Need the attention.
No lying. Let's see. Toyota 3TC with a broken main cap. Why?
Most likely detonation. Most likely. Lots of things could have caused it.
Let's see. Ronald Raygun says, evening, Tony.
Evening.
Straightening out a messy 383 that was slammed in an A-body. It had a tiny little smog error manifolds on a built motor. Had heat problems, oddly enough. Thought you'd get a kick.
I had somebody bring me something like that once. They brought me a Duster out of 400 and this thing had a huge cam, huge intake, big fucking carburetor, all of that stuff, right? And it had like log exhaust manifolds. So yeah, I've seen this.
Duster 1972 says, hey, Tony, I have a 72 Duster. I have many issues with the front K-member. At what point do you say just put a new complete frame underneath?
A new frame underneath?
Mm-hmm.
You mean the K-frame?
New complete frame underneath. You must mean the K-frame, because...
Yeah, I mean, you can't just put a frame underneath the Duster.
Right.
It's a unibody car.
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with your K-frame. I couldn't answer that question.
JR in West Virginia. Oh, in WV, West Virginia. Uncle T, I always wanted to build a Diplomat with a 364 barrel, AFB, RV cam, overdrive, A833, and an 8 3/4 shore grip with like a 308 gear for a road trip car. Think it would be a good setup?
Yes. Yeah, actually be a great setup.
There you go. Let's see. Tony, when are you going to get a haircut?
I'm not.
You're not?
No. If I get a haircut, you know what? I'm going to go all the way and get them all cut.
You're going to shave your head?
Well, no, they're saying that I should get a haircut. Well, first off, which hair am I going to cut?
Why are you being like that?
What? I have a lot of them. Which hair am I going to cut?
I could trim it for you.
No, trim.
I trim it
Which hair are you going to trim?
Conrad Francis wants to know, hey, is there any good way to fix rust holes in frame rails?
Yeah, cut it out and weld new metal in.
Let's see. We were at 273 thumbs up. Can we push it to 340?
We got 306 right now. Excuse me.
Let's see. see. Ba-ba-ba. I hope the lies aren't as long as Tony's hair. Which ones are our bodies?
The Dodge St. Regis and the I can't think of the name of the Plymouth Grand Fury, and there was one. I can't think of the names of them. They were around for a few years, like in the late '80s, and then they just disappeared. But I thought they were really neat cars.
Ronald Reagan says, "Good show."
Thank you. We try.
Can front-wheel drives pull rear wheelies?
No.
No. Mark Shaw says white looks best on Mopars.
I agree. I actually like white on a lot of the Mopar bodies.
Can a six-pack outperform a modern single four-barrel 440?
Yes, the six-pack is actually an extremely efficient setup. And if you Google, Carcraft did a multi-intake manifold shootout. They tried all the popular intake setups on a big block Chrysler, and the six-pack was one of them. And the six-pack put out some really surprising numbers.
Hey, Tony, are you coming to Nick's shop in Montreal?
I am not.
Quiet.
But I'm sending a bunch of my childish porting work.
Nice.
Yes.
Tony, have you ever worked on the Viper V10 engine?
I have not.
Girls, calm down. Oh, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
Baron says, Tony, smash that like button. That's an order, Social Demagogue says. SoCal Demagogue, sorry.
This is one you guys never see. This is Lily.
Oh, she's crazy.
She's completely berserk,
She's
as
the
you can
one
see.
that goes in my garden.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on inline six engines?
I love them. I've always had a thing for inline sixes.
Go with a number one for haircut. Are you getting a haircut, Tony?
No.
No? Tony used to have short hair. When I met you, you had short hair. You had short hair forever. Vincenzo Napolitano says hello from Montreal.
1997.
Okay.
That's the last time I got my haircut.
Did you hear me, Vincenzo?
Yeah.
Napolitano
Vincenzo, yeah.
says hello from Montreal.
What's going on, man?
Any experience with a feather duster?
Yes.
Just yes.
I had one. It was a cool little car.
Let's see. Do you know anything about the 50s Chrysler fluid drive transmissions?
I do.
Yeah. The dogs are going nuts.
You guys get to see what's going on.
You're crazy.
They stop. As soon as you put the camera on them, they stop.
Green. Do you play the banjo, Tony?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I played the banjo. I toured with a professional banjo group back
Banjo
in
group?
back in the late '80s, and it was good. It was good. We except for that stop in Norway, we had some problems in Norway. I can never ever go back to Norway.
Mexican Spec says right now the Canadian border is closed. How will Lunar cross?
I don't care. I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't care how he's going to do it. It makes no difference to me. I just want to get
know he's going to do it.
Right.
Plushy Pear 44 says, how do you feel about carb swapping a Magnum engine?
Go for it. You have a lot more options with the carburetor.
Randy says 70 or 71 Barracuda.
71. I love that cheese grater grill.
Chris, have you ever worked on a Subaru Boxer engine?
Other than like changing timing belts, no.
Car smokes from muffler 350 Chevy. What to do?
Fix.
Fix.
That's all right.
Oh my God. Good night, Jimmy. Now he has a racing mullet. Do you have a racing mullet? No. Jesus Christ, you're still alive. Respect. How long you been on, Tony?
We've been on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Aiden Tabby says, hi from Australia.
What's going on down there, down under?
Let's see. Ronald says, what body letter? What's the Chrysler LeBaron Dodge Diplomat? Hello from Ohio.
Those are of the FMJ family.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry. Danielle.
Yes.
Tony.
Daniel. Yes.
If you have to pick one Italian car from the past, what would it be?
If I had to pick one Italian car from the past, oh, that's a good question. And I don't want to get too wrapped up. Probably a GTO.
Joe Bowles, 85, says, was wearing Hawaiian shirts back in the day a real street racer thing?
Was for me.
Was for you.
Oh, when I say GTO, I meant the Ferrari GTO, not the Pontiac GTO. Anybody who doesn't know that the GTO originally it was part of the Ferrari thing.
Zero says, so everyone in the house needs attention.
Yeah, we all need attention. It's crazy. You should see when you guys aren't around. We're like,
give me attention.
Give me attention.
Now. All right. Do you play spoons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I played spoons for years, semi-professionally. I toured with a spoon band. Yeah. I'm a very proficient spoon player. I could do the Star Spangled Banner for you at some point, but not tonight.
What town and state are you located in?
We are in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Just outside of Nashville.
Just outside of Nashville. We are like a bedroom community of Nashville.
What do you have to do, Serenity Jester, to put a full prefabbed chassis underneath?
I don't spend a lot of fucking money.
About the K-frame.
Yeah, you're talking about gutting the car and rebuilding it, from the there's no cheap easy way to do it. You're building a tube frame car at that point.
Let's see. 68, 69, or 70 Coronet?
Oh man, they're all beautiful. I would have to say probably the 70 though.
Really?
Yeah, I love the bug face. That's my
least favorite.
The bug face is awesome.
That's my least favorite one.
See, my least favorite front is the 68.
I love the 68 taillights.
The 69 has a beautiful front. The taillights, not so much. I think the 70's got it, but that's just me. Thank you, Fubar, for posting that link again. That's our merch, Uncle Tony's Garage. We got our t-shirts, we got our hats, we got our stickers, we got what else? UTG pasta, right? Don't we have?
We don't have UTG pasta.
No, we should. We should have UTG lasagna.
I'm not making pasta.
No, all right.
Let's see. Uncle Tony, any tips for getting more traction when racing? You're going to have to read for a minute.
Any tips for getting more traction? I know that's a straight up question, but I can't answer that because it's such a load of this. Honestly, there's so many thousands of variables based on the kind of car you have and where you're racing it, tire, setup. I wish I could give you an answer for that, like an quick, easy answer for that. Let's see. Magnum is Dodge. Commando is Plymouth. Do you have any bottle openers or keychains to sell? No, I don't. Tony, I always wanted to get a K car wig and make a pro stock car, paint it red, white, and call it Special K. That sounds cool. Did I have the pasta? No, I had chicken today. I had chicken and I had corn on the cob. Barbecue chicken and corn on the cob. What makes a Keith Black motor different? Keith Black what? Keith Black Hemi, Keith Black Chevy, Keith Black. Which Keith Black? Which generation of Keith Black? There's like fucking 12 generations of the Hemi. There's no. SoCal Devil Dog. I love K cars. So do I. I absolutely adore K cars. Your wife has an 82 Rampage and an 87 GLHS. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Keith Black's brother was your football coach. Nice. Oh, Rice-A-Roni, Steve Anderson. I love Rice-A-Roni, man. I could go for some Rice-A-Roni right now. Tony, have I fixed Jaguars? Yes, I've worked on Jaguars. I'm trying to. What's Rice-A-Roni? Oh, bro, if you don't know what Rice-A-Roni is, somebody try to explain to him what Rice-A-Roni is. Are fluid drives reliable? I mean, I guess they're as reliable as like a 65-year-old transmission can be. For those guys who don't know, a fluid drive has both a torque converter and a clutch. Yes, Fuba, the San Francisco treat. Pastaroni, yes, absolutely Pastaroni. Everything the Roni people make is awesome.
Are we gonna sell that in the store, Uncle Tony's?
We should, right?
Yeah.
I want some Rice-A-Roni now.
Am I cooking now?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Not really.
No, okay.
It's 10 o'clock. 10:30. Sounds like a mix of rice and pepperonis. Okay, you have to read, Tony. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can't read anymore.
Evelyn, I'm writing this mail as you requested for your kind attention and help with your order to help with my purchase and get a quote from a few more. Huh?
Days of my contract I am working with and have. Well, there you go.
Well, thank you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to work on a Japanese car and drive it, you won't be Rice-A-Roni. Won't you be Rice-A-Roni? I'll be Rice-A-Tony.
Rice-A-Tony.
Oh, shit. There you go. Rice-A-Tony.
So what are you going to do?
We're going to make our own flavor of Rice-A-Roni.
Oh, come on, Tony.
Well, we're going to call it Rice-A-Tony.
Oh, my God. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Honeymooners.
Bang, zoom.
Right.
I can core a apple.
I can core a apple. Oh.
Uncle Tony, would I work on a Dirt Strike 2 boat? Yeah, of course I would. I work on many, uncountable number of two-stroke dirt bikes. Do I watch Nick's Garage Channel? Of course I watch Nick's Garage Channel. Nick is we're collaborating with Nick's Garage on this 318 that we're doing next weekend, next Sunday morning, live. The world's first live engine build. I have no idea how we're going to pull this one off. But I'm going to have John Wilburn, who will be here for that. John Wilburn will be doing all of the important steps. So that,
how are we going to keep everyone awake?
So that when this thing scatters itself all over Nick's dyno room, and he's sweeping it up, the oil dry. Like, oh, John must have forgotten to tighten.
Poor John.
John didn't measure that right. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness. Rice-A-Tony full of cheese because you're cheesy. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Oh God, I'm getting tired.
okay. I'm tired too. I can't read anymore.
Yeah, yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Gee, if you got any really good last licks, throw them in there now because I'm gonna pack it in and try to talk Uncle Kathy into making rice roni.
Are you serious? 10:30. You're gonna make me cook now. Can I find something? Yeah, to the moon, Olive. That's right. To the moon. It is still early. Mexican spec. It's not that early. Go to sleep, please. It's your brother. What's up, James?
Oh, what's going on, James?
All right, go to sleep.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna pack it in.
The next Sunday, not tomorrow, Buff. The next Sunday.
Yeah.
How are we gonna do this, Tony?
I
A
don't know.
marathon?
I don't know.
Why
how
does
we're
it
gonna do
have?
this.
Why does everything have to be a marathon?
Well, this is a different kind of marathon. This is
But you have
this
to
is a working
complete
marathon.
this one,
Yeah,
right?
it's a working marathon, which is a lot easier than doing this.
But it's gonna be live.
I know.
But I have to be awake the whole time too.
No, you're gonna have to come back here and take care of the girls.
And I'm gonna
do
have to
stuff
be
like
going
that.
back and forth.
Lamb Chop is gonna be coming down to help. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of people.
All right.
We'll be good.
Okay.
All right. So,
John Wilburn says if that 318 scatters on Nick's dyno, he will send me a package of death. Someone says Nick doesn't seem very enthused about it.
Nick seems extremely enthused about it. He was just on here a little while ago.
Roll up the windows and prepare for the 318 endgame. Oh, God. It's going to be bad, isn't it?
It's going to be different.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be different.
Everyone will tune in to watch it explode.
Watch, it's going to make like 183 horsepower.
All right, it's going to explode.
and then it's going to just go, boop. It's going to throw the crankshaft on the ground. It won't even be spectacular.
Right.
It won't even be like, boom. It's just going to go,
Is that what we're aiming for?
It's
Is that what we're going for?
It's just going to toss the crank out the bottom.
John Wilburn says Nick is going to look like Moses parting the sea when it hits 6,000 RPM.
if it is 6,000 RPM.
Hilarious.
All right, guys, I'm going to pack it in. So, John, Ari, was Ari even around tonight?
I don't know. I wasn't here the whole time.
Fubar the Axe. You guys are awesome as always. You keep this thing running so smooth. So we'll be here tomorrow night for our regular Sunday Night Live around 7 o'clock or so. So we're going to pack it in for tonight.
I think Uncle Crystal's going to be here with you tomorrow.
Uncle Crystal's going to be here. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have Uncle Crystal here with us tomorrow. And Maggie, the Wonder Beagle.
Oh, boy.
Right? You're going to be here tomorrow? Yes, I love you too. You're such a good girl. So that's it. We're signing out. And thank you to everybody who contributed
Thanks,
to the super
everybody.
chat. Seriously, thank you so much. You guys are what keeps the wheel turning here. We could not do this without you.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So, yeah, well,
definitely not.
So that's it, guys. I'm pulling a plug. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.